again, happy Monday. Now here's another look at what's the current radar is showing. We have had a few showers along in the Concho Valley, but the big action is up in the big country, mainly north of I-20. That's where we're seeing some of those thunderstorms that have been a few severe thunderstorms over the past few hours, but all of these counties shaded in yellow are actually under a severe thunderstorm watch until 9 p.m. Now current temperatures you can see up in the big country north of I-20 where you have the heaviest cloud cover in those storms. That's where you're seeing those coolest temperatures, 63 up in Anson, 62 down in Snyder, and then it just gets warmer as you head south. Junction and Menard, some of the warmest places, still holding on to 78 degrees. Here in San Angelo, we're at 76, and up in Abilene, they're down to 70 degrees. Now tonight is going to be a mild night. We are only going to get down to the lower to mid 50s. Big Spring, the exception, making it to 48 degrees, but the rest of us going to be sticking in the 50s with that elevated cloud cover thanks to those storms and showers passing through. We're going to get down to 53 in both San Angelo and Abilene as our overnight lows tonight. Now, to give you an idea of the timing on what we're expecting, this is around now, what we could be seeing now. Most of that heavier activity north of I-20, as we've been pointing out, with some showers down in the Concho Valley. We're going to see things moving eastward as early as 9 p.m. The bulk of the severe weather has made its way down I-20 closer to the Dallas area. We're just seeing more of those showers here in our neck of the woods, and then by midnight the bulk of the activity to the east, those far eastern counties could still be seeing a few stray showers, but by daybreak we'll all be back under those dry conditions with some cloud cover to kick off the day before we warm up into the upper 90s. Tomorrow is actually going to be our warmest day of the week ahead of our next cold front tomorrow night into Wednesday, but we're also going to be dealing with elevated to critical fire weather conditions for the next 5 days. And here's a look at specifically tomorrow our chances. Now here from San Angelo on west, we're going to be seeing critical fire weather conditions, and then everything to our east has those elevated fire weather conditions along with the I-10 corridor. Now that's just thanks to those breezy winds that we have ahead of that front, as well as the ongoing drought conditions, and the little bit of rain we're getting has not been seeming to be helping much. But here's a look at what we're expecting this week with our pattern. This is this time tomorrow. You see that cold front I was mentioning to our north, that's going to move its way through quickly overnight. By the time we wake up on Wednesday, that front would have already moved south of us. We're going to continue to see cooler temperatures as we go throughout the week, though, with this southerly flow thanks to this upper level trough sitting overhead that's just going to kind of hang out here throughout the rest of the work week. But then over the weekend, this trough is going to start to move east. We're going to start to see that southerly flow return, as well as some upper level ridging returning to help us see those sunny skies and those warmer temperatures. And by weekend, we'll be back up to the mid 80s, and then by the start of next week, we'll be back up to the upper 80s with some isolated rain chances. That's the same story in Abilene. Once that cold front clears, we will be on the cooler side for the rest of the work week before we see that warmer trend going back into weekend once southerly flow returns with some isolated rain chances by the start of next week. Back to you, Esmeralda.